Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Should be able to show you everything in this video. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. Before I get started, just a couple things that you kind of have to know about the cube. One thing, the middles. So the middles will never turn, they'll never adjust, they'll never switch. They're always going to be in the same spot. So if I mess up the cube, scramble it up, I'm going to see that once this is finished, this is going to be the orange side because the orange is in the middle. So same thing with this one, white middle. This is going to be the white side once it's all finished. That's going to be red, yellow, blue, and green. So those, no matter how you turn this cube and no matter how you scramble it, you're always going to have red, white, blue. So it's going to be that no matter however you want to change it. So scramble it up, red, white, and blue. So middles will never change. The other two things that you need to know are just the names of the pieces. So you have your corner pieces, which is going to be obviously on the corners. They're going to have 3 different colors. And then you have your edge pieces, which are in the middle, and they're only going to have 2 pieces. The other thing, not at the start, but when you are solving the cube, you do have to learn a few algorithms. Algorithms are basically patterns. They're going to be the way to move the cube. It's going to be telling you how to solve it, depending on what situation you're in. So when you're doing them, there's going to be a few of them. So I'm going to have letters. I'm going to have them written down in the notes, or that way you can write them down, or you can have them in front of you. But you'll have right. So it's going to be the right side of the cube. So that's going to be right. And going clockwise is going to be just the letter R. So that'll stand for the right side. If it's coming back towards you and it's going counterclockwise, it's going to be right inverted. So same thing with this one. This is going to be left because it's going clockwise. If it's on the left side and it's going counterclockwise, it'd be left inverted. So you have the right side, the left side. That's going to be your front, and that's going to be your back. Last one is the top. It's going to be U for up. So to get started on solving the cube, first thing you have to do is build a cross. So you can choose any side. It doesn't matter what color you start with. I always start with white, just a personal preference, along with a lot of people out there. But you can really do whatever side you want first. So if we're starting with the white side, I want to build a white cross. So I'm going to have white, 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 white. At this time, I don't really care what happens in the corners. I just want to build this cross. The other thing that you have to know when you're building the cross, again, with your middles, you know, those are never going to change. So when I'm putting a white piece here, I know that this has to be a white-blue piece because that's going to be the blue side when it's finished. That's going to be the white side. So you want to find an edge piece that's got a white. So I have one right here. This is the orange white. So what I want to do is I want to bring it to the top, and then I want to put it in place so it matches the orange middle. Next one, so we have another one here. This is the green white. So it's already on the top layer, but it's facing the wrong way, right? You want to have the white face the top. So you just want to bring it to the bottom. You want to move it until you get it close to the green. So I have the white green here. I know it has to go up here. So I'm going to bring this up so it connects with the green. And then I want to bring it to the top. So I'll show you one more time here. So it was down here on the bottom. Just bring it up to match the green and bring it up top. If it's on the other side, let's say it was over here, same thing. Actually, this is going to be on the bottom. I'll show you another example. But so you have the green, the white, so you have that one solved. So we'll find another one. I'll show you another example here. So you have the blue, white. So this one's actually already in place because you already have the blue connecting. So that's an easy fix. You just bring that up top. Last one, actually, that happens to be already in place. That's white, red. Bring that to the top. So let's say you had something like this. This is what I was trying to show you. So let's say you already have 3 in place. So you have these 3, you know they're in the right spot because the middles match here. This one's in the right spot, but it's flipped. You need to turn around. So again, you just want to bring it to the bottom. You can bring it to either side. It doesn't matter if you want to go to right with it or you want to go to the left, but you just got to put this blue-white piece on either side of the blue middle. So I'll go left on this one. So now what I want to do is I want to take this blue-white, I want to bring it up to the middle, bring that to the top, and then this piece, it's already back here because you had moved it, you just want to put that back in place. So this is where you were originally. You were up here. You want to bring this to the bottom. You can go either side with it, so let's go right side this time. Now you got to bring this to connect to the blue, so that's not going to work because you have white and blue touching. You got to get the same color to touch. So I got to bring this up. When you're moving it up, you just got to keep in mind though, you've already got this cross side already fixed and already solved. So you're going to mess this up, so it's important to remember you're going to have to bring this back. So I have my white blue. I want to connect it to the blue. As I'm moving this cross and I'm breaking the cross, I want to bring that up, and then I want to bring that back down, and now you have your cross. Next part for the first layer is the corners. So I want to find the easiest way I found when I started doing these, finding a corner. So if you're solving the white top, you want to find a corner on the bottom with a white piece shooting out. So it can come out on this side or it can come out facing you like it is on this one. So it doesn't really matter where you start. So let's start with this one. You have the white piece facing out. Easiest way of finding out where it goes, just look on the bottom of it, so it's going to be green. So I want to bring this on the green side. So I have the white corner, it's under the green middle. So this is a white, red, green. So I know that's going to have to go in the corner of white, red, and green. So I have white up here, red here, green here, so I know that this corner belongs up here. So what I'm going to essentially do is I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to bring it up so that it solves this corner. The only thing is you've already built the cross and you're going to ruin it. So what you have to do is you have to take your cross and you got to push it in the opposite direction of however you're moving this corner. So I'm going to take this corner and I'm moving this whole front face, which means this cross, this piece right here, is going to get ruined. So I want to move it out of the way. So if I'm moving this up, I want to take these two sides, I want to push them out of the way. I want to bring my corner up, and then put the cross back together. And you have your first corner. Second corner again, I'm going to try to find a white piece on the bottom facing out. So I have one here. So I have a white, green, and orange. So it's going to go white, green, orange corner. So I'll move it around the corner, around the cube. So that's got blue, so that's not the right spot. Here, so I have a white, orange, and green. White, orange, green. So I know this corner belongs up here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Again, essentially I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate it up. But before I do that, I have to move my cross out of the way. So I'm going to take my cross, move it out of the way, bring the corner up, and bring it back down. Just be careful when you're doing it. Instead, you got to make sure you're pushing it away from you. Sometimes when people will bring it towards them, they'll try to build the cross up, and then your cross is all messed up. So you're down here in the corner. You know you're moving this front face. Push this out of the way. Bring that up, and put it back down. So you have two corners down. Then we want to find another corner piece with a white facing out. So there's another one right here. This is the orange, blue, white. So I'm going to bring it underneath orange, blue, and white. Same exact thing. It's facing out. I'm going to be moving this up there. So again, I'm going to take my cross. my top layer, push it out of the way, bring up the corner, and put it back down. Very last corner, so let's see. There's no white, no white, no white. Nope, 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 nope. So that means it's going to be on the bottom. It's right here. So I have the red, white, and blue corner. I know it has to go up here. The only thing is it's not facing out. Because if you bring this up, it's going to put it in the wrong corner. So the way to do that, you're going to pretend as if it's facing out. You're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to push it out of the way. But instead of stopping right there, because it's faced the wrong way, you want to do one more turn. Bring your cross down. Now instead of the white on the bottom, now you have a white facing you or facing the other way. So same thing, I'm going to put it where it needs to go. Take my cross and my top layer, push it away. Bring up my corner. Bring it back down. So again, I'll show you back to where you were here. So you had a white corner that has to go up there. It's on the bottom. You're going to pretend as if it's where all the other three were. You're going to push your cross out of the way, bring it up. You're going to go one more, bring it down. And now you have a white piece on the edge facing out, or on the corner facing out. Take your top layer, move it out of the way, bring your corner up, and then bring it back down. And now you have your first layer solved. Second thing we're just going to do one layer at a time. So now that you have your white done and this whole first layer done, everything's complete, it's a solid color across, you're going to put this on the bottom. And now we're going to solve this middle layer. Good news is you're already halfway done because you've already got the middles, right? Those will never change. So what we have to do is fill these edge pieces. So this is where you're going to start using your algorithms. What we need to do is we need to fill out these edges. The way of doing it is you're going to take an edge piece from the top layer and you're going to bring it down to either one of these. So when I'm looking at the top, this is a yellow middle, so I know this is going to be yellow when it's completely solved. So that means if there's an edge piece that has a yellow in it, that's not a piece that I want. I want something that does not have yellow or whatever color that you have facing up. So I'm going to look at my cube. I have a red, yellow, so I don't need that. So let's go to the next one. Green, yellow. Again, it has yellow. I don't want it. Yellow, orange. Again, it has yellow. I don't need it. Orange, blue. All right, so I can use this, and I need this. So what I'm going to do is I have an orange, blue. Since orange is on the bottom, and that's the one facing me, I'm going to bring this on top of the orange layer, or the orange middle. So now that I have the orange, and I have blue. So what I have to do, it's either going to go to the left or it's going to go to the right. So if I have blue, well, that's green, so I know that doesn't fit there because that's not going to match. That's blue. So that's orange, blue. Those are the middles. They never change, so I know orange, blue has to go there. So I have my orange piece here, blue there. The first algorithm, what you're going to do, there's going to be two of them I'm going to show you for this layer. It's just going to be either moving it from the top to the right edge or moving it to the left edge. So the very first one, I know this has to go to the right for it to go in the right place. So if I'm going to the right, what I'm going to do, the very first algorithm here, it's going to be U, because it's going to be going clockwise. R is right. Again, you're going clockwise. Then it's going to be U inverted, so counterclockwise. Right inverted, counterclockwise. U inverted, front inverted, U, front. And now I've taken my orange-blue edge. It is now in the right spot. So let's find our next one. So this has yellow. I don't need it. This has yellow. I don't need it. Orange-green. So we do need this. Now that's already filled, so this has to go here. Orange-green, orange-green. This algorithm, it's very similar, but instead of going to the right, this one's going to make it so you go to the left side. So if you're going to the left, it's going to be pretty much the opposite of what you just did. So it's going to be U inverted, L inverted, U, L, U, front, U inverted, front inverted. And now you have the edge piece in the right place. Your bottom is still intact, and you haven't messed that up at all. And you have two of them done. So let's find the next and the third edge. So we have a yellow red. It's got yellow. We don't need it. Yellow green. We don't need it because it's yellow. Green red. So we need this one. So I'm going to find the green corner, or the green middle. I'm going to bring it on top of it. So that's blue. That's red. That's green. So I have it in the right place. Now we have to decide, is it going to go to the right or is it going to go to the left? So we have orange, and that's already solved, so it doesn't go there. Has to go here. So we have the green, red, and it's going to go on this edge piece. So again, we're going to use the algorithm, and we're going to go to the left side. So going to the left, U inverted, L inverted, U, L, U, front, U inverted, front inverted. And now you have that third one solved. Let's find the last one here. So the last one, yellow orange, don't need it. Green orange, or I'm sorry, green yellow, don't need that. Yellow blue, don't need that. Yellow red. So we have all yellows up here, which means the very last edge piece, it's in the right place, but it's flipped. We need to fix it. So what you would want to do in a situation like this is you have to take a random edge piece. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to put it in this place, which is going to kick this up to the top. And then that way you can put it in the right position, and you can use the algorithm to put it back in place. So I'm going to do it a little bit faster. I'll have, again, all the algorithms written down, but that way you have them in front of you. So for example, I'm going to take this. I'm going to use the algorithm to go to the right. So I'm going to put this green yellow in the wrong spot, and that'll kick this to the top. So I have green yellow is here, so that means my blue red has to be on the top. So we have blue red is here. Now I want to again use that same algorithm, go to the right, and this time I'm going to put it back in the right spot, and it's going to be facing the right way. So you want to use the algorithm to go to the right. And now you have it in place. And now you have your first two layers solved. Next thing you want to do, ultimately our goal for this third layer, we want to make all of this yellow. So you're not worried about these corners and edge pieces matching just yet. You just want to worry about getting all the yellow facing up in the right spot. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make, you're going to be doing the cross again, essentially. First part of the cross, you want to make a line. It doesn't matter which way, but you just want to go a straight line. So it can go this way or that way. It doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do, if I'm starting just this one, so there's going to be different ways. When you get to this phase, it can look a couple different ways. You could be looking like mine, where you only have one. You might get here and have an L, well, backwards L anyways, where you're missing just one spot. So there's a couple different ways it can show, but ultimately your goal is to get a line going across. So I'll put it back to where I just was here, or at least I'll attempt. There we go. So I have a middle piece showing no lines or no edge pieces have yellow on the top. So what we're going to do is your next algorithm, it's going to be making the line. So you want to take a yellow piece that's facing you. In this case, all of them will face you because you have just the middle showing. So it doesn't matter which side you start on, as long as you have yellow facing you. And I'm essentially going to bring one of these yellows to the top. All right, so your first one you want to do is going to be front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. So you're not going to be worried about the corners. All you're worrying about right now are just your edge pieces. And again, you want to make a single line going across. So this is one of the situations, again, if you had just solved the second, maybe this is how it shows already. So you're just going to do the same algorithm again, and you want to have a yellow piece facing you, and this is going to put a yellow piece here, and it's going to be making it face up. and it's the exact same algorithm. So you're going to do front, right, U, right inverted, U inverted, front inverted. Now you have a line going across here, and you're going to do it one more time with the straight line going left to right. You don't want to do it with your line going up and down. Just have it go left to right. You should have a yellow facing you. And same thing, one more time. Front, right, U, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now you have your cross. Once you get to this point, your cube could look like a couple different ways. This is obviously how mine is showing, but from this point, what you want to do, essentially, it's going to be called, it's called a fish. I don't know why they call it that way, or call it that, but what you're going to have is, you want to have four, like a cube or a box, so you can have four of them touching, and then the two edge pieces. So when it's facing like this for you, it's going to be, it can look a couple different ways. If you're in this example, all you want to do, it doesn't matter really how you hold it. I'm just going to hold it like this with, again, yellow facing me. But what you want to do is going to be, next algorithm is going to be right inverted, up 2. So it doesn't matter which way you spin it. It can be up normal, clockwise, counterclockwise, because if you do it twice, it's going to end up in the same spot. So you're going to do up 2, right, up, right inverted, up, right. So this is again how it could possibly show once you've built your cross. It could just look like this. If it is, you're already ahead. If you have your cross here, if you're in this position, these are called headlights, and we're going to get to that for the next part. But headlights are the same color on the top layer. So we have yellow, yellow. You want those facing you on this algorithm. If you have your cross, this is what's going to give you that fish that I was talking about. So you're going to use the same algorithm again. So you're going to do right inverted, U2, right, U, right inverted, U, right. And there's the fish. So you have 4 here, and then you have the tail, which is your 2 edge pieces. Once you have the fish, same algorithm, one more time. 1 or 2 times, depending on how everything else is faced. Right inverted, U2, right, up, right inverted, up, right. And now you have all yellow. If you had the fish like this, most likely you'll have to just do it twice. So if I have the fish, I just did the algorithm. I got the fish again. So if you have the fish once, you might have to do it twice, but just do it twice. And now you get the yellow up top. Almost done. Next thing we have is you want to go back to those headlights I was talking about. So headlights are going to be the same color on the top end, or the top layer here, facing the same direction. So I have a red, green, so nope, I don't need that. Orange, red, don't need that. Green, orange, don't need that. Blue, blue. So these are headlights. These are what I want to use. If you don't have headlights, I'll show you in a second. You're going to do the next algorithm. You're just going to do it twice. So let's say this is blue, red, and there's none of these are headlights. They're all different. You're going to use the same algorithm twice. When you do it the first time, it doesn't matter what way you're holding the cube. You just do the algorithm as long as obviously yellow's on top. If you do it once, then you'll get at least one headlight. And then once you have the headlights, you do it one more time, and then I'll show you here. So you want your headlights here. You want them facing away from you on this algorithm. And what this is going to do is this is going to put all your corners in the right place. So the algorithm for this, once you have your headlights, again, you have blue, blue facing away from you. You can go right inverted, front, right inverted, your back twice, right, front inverted, right inverted, back twice, and then right twice. And again, so it doesn't matter which way you go, is twice. Now you have orange, orange, blue, blue, red, red, green, green. So the other example I was showing you or telling you about, let's say you are doesn't want to there we go. So I have orange, red, green, blue, red, orange, blue, green. None of these are headlights. None of them match. So it doesn't matter what way I'm holding this cube, as long as yellow's up top. So it'll be right inverted front, right inverted back 2, right, front inverted, right inverted, back 2, right 2. And this is going to give you one side to have headlights. So red, green, no. Orange, red, no. Green, orange, no. Blue, blue. So again, I'm going to take this. You can either turn the cube all the way around. I'm lazy, so I just take the top layer. I push it that way. I'll fix it later. As long as your blue, blue, your headlights are facing away from you. So blue, blue is facing that way. I'm going to do the algorithm. Right inverted front, right inverted, back 2, right, front inverted, right inverted, back 2, right 2. And now I'm going to have headlights on every side. Don't matter if this is matching or not. One of them might. Some of them might not have any of them matching. But as long as you have blue, blue, red, red, green, green, orange, orange. The very last algorithm here to solve it is I'm going to take the whatever color here is this edge piece. So this is, in this case, red. The algorithm I'm going to show you, it's going to take this edge piece, it's going to move it here, it's going to take this edge piece, it's going to move it over here, and this edge piece is going to come here. So it's going to be basically a little triangle of just moving those 3 pieces. This other edge piece won't move. So if you're in a situation like this where you have headlights good, 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 this one's already solved, you want to have that one facing you, because I already have blue here. I don't need to move it. It's already in place. It's already solved. It doesn't need to go anywhere. So when I'm doing the algorithm, if I'm just moving this, this, and this, just these 3 edge pieces, I want to not mess that up. So I'm going to have to do this one twice, because I know if I'm moving this edge piece here, I know that red, yellow doesn't belong there. This has to be orange. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take this to there, that to that, that to that. When I do it once, I'm going to have the orange here. And then I want to do it the second time, I'll be moving orange there, and these 3 pieces will be in the right place. So your last algorithm here, you're going to have, again, the solved one. If you don't have a solved one, let's just say they're all, no edge piece is matching. You just have headlights but with a random one in the middle. Again, doesn't matter what way you hold it, so you're just going to have to do it a couple times. So in this case, I do have the blue solved facing away from me. I'm going to go right, U inverted, right, U, right, U, right, U inverted, right inverted, U inverted, right 2. Alright, so now I have, instead of the red facing me, I moved it over there. My orange is here, green is there, my blue is still solved. So I know if I do that algorithm one more time, I'm going to take this orange, I'm going to put it there where it belongs. This red is going to go over here, so that's going to solve it. This green is going to come here. So this little triangle, or those 3 edge pieces, are going to get switched, and then we know we'll be done. So we do it one more time. Again, solve spot facing away from you. And you'll have right, U inverted, right, U, right, U, right, U inverted, right inverted, U inverted, right 2. And you solve the cube. Congratulations.